of my comic. Yesterday we did page 45. Didn't finish it in the stream, uh, but I was able to like complete it off stream. So today we are doing a different page. Okay.
He's definitely the stats are adding up there for some reason. But I know we have scored more than 3 goals. Something's not quite right there. I think the stats have gone wrong. Someone's edited that on Wikipedia. So be wary of Wikipedia and editing stats there. But yeah, we've got a guy who. Look at SofaScore, yeah, I'll go with SofaScore, who is seen as a good player. He's seen as a good player, one of value, one that is respected. So there we go. 6 goals, 6 assists. He's not scored loads in 42 games. 12 goals, 12 assists. A guy who's very much still breaking through, of course, at senior level. And City, what they've done here, as I've asked, they decided to take a punt on someone. Now, I have been talking an awful lot on my channel about what.
Welcome to the stream. I'm inking page 46 of my comic. Yesterday I inked page 45. So this is the entire sketch for the page. It's a double page spread. It's a fight sequence actually, and yeah, between 2 characters. So I'm just applying the base inks now. Let me show you page 45 that I worked on yesterday. I worked on page 45 yesterday, even though I didn't finish it like in the stream. But this was what I was able to do yesterday, page 45. I did the day before that, I think. I think that was 2 days before that. That's page 44. I worked on page 44 live. So I'm trying to cancel out a page a day, even though there are some days where I sort of can't really complete the page because I sort of have other things to do. Like now, for instance, like I have a client's work I need to actually get to. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I figured out the way I'm doing my inking is that whenever you are doing a comic book, there is usually multiple stages to it, right? There's the stage where you write your script. There's the stage where after you're done with the script, you then do like a bit of thumbnail, right? And once you've done your thumbnail, you then move on to penciling. And what I've done here is that basically I have skipped a step, and I'm just drawing directly. That's what I'm doing. So ideally, if you were to ask let's say DC or Marvel Comics comic book artists for their pencils, they would be a lot more cleaner than this a lot of the time. So I don't want to do that at the moment, so that's why I am inking. Hello, Mariken. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're having a lovely new week. Beast OP 12. Hello, man. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the compliments, Mariken. Thank you. Now, I don't think. So, because I have decided to skip a step, what is going to cause is that it's going to cause me to have to not improvise, erase a lot of the time. Thank you, Mariken. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. If you're interested to know, my name is John. I'm a comic artist slash illustrator from Nigeria, and what I'm currently doing here is making a comic book. And I've been doing this stream for a very long time. I've been doing it for a couple of months now. I just come live and I just draw. That's essentially what happens. There's something I'm looking for. I think I was sort of not satisfied with this leg. I might have to draw it properly, because this is not giving. It's not giving the right vibes. Hello, hello, Fanto. How you doing? How's your weekend? I say weekend. Your day. How's work today? Hope everything is all right. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Today I'm actually working on page 46 of the comic book. Work is stressful, deadlines coming up, but it's a blessing to have an income. My brother, it's a serious blessing. I'm telling you, it's a serious blessing, because it's not easy, man. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. By the way, I finished the previous page I was working on yesterday. Let me show you, man. This is it. I didn't apply a lot of detail. It's not like the end of it. Sorry, now I have to go to sleep, or else my mom is gonna become mad. My time, it's 10:40. I understand. Have a nice day, Mariken. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. I do a lot of panel scenes. Not really. To be, is there a lot? Let me look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, let me see this previous one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, actually, I think you might be right. uh 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, I think, yeah, I do a lot. I mean, I'm technically just following the writer. I'm just following what the writer is doing. Even though there are a lot of times where I have my own agency, and I can, like, there are times where I just add a few pages to just properly allow the art to breathe. But I just didn't feel like doing that this time around. uh, yeah, you're right, I do have a lot of panels. I can't lie, I do have a lot of panels. 1 2 3 4 5. Do you thumbnail with the writer as well? No, he writes the entire stuff, then I thumbnail. Once I've made progress in a couple pages, then I send it to him, so that I just update him. I like updating him, to keep the communication flow really really nice. And it just adds to the creative process. He gives his own input, he gives suggestions. Sometimes I may not understand what he's trying to convey in a particular scene, so he just explains it. I ask for proper explanation as to what he meant, let's say, in a scene. So there's a lot of back and forth in the entire process. But generally, I actually can't wait to finish it. I actually can't wait to finish it. What am I thinking of? For fight scene, I can understand. Yeah, I get it. I get what you mean. Okay. I had to settle down properly to do this. Okay. Damn it, man. Yep, I think I've gotten it. I've gotten the angle. I was looking for the proper angle, where to apply something. Uh, Hello Kaji, how you doing? I hope you're having a lovely afternoon. It's night over here actually. It's night. It's evening. It's around. It's 9:29. Why do I feel like I'm still not satisfied with it? That is correct, but I still feel like maybe I could exaggerate it just a little bit. I might have to wear heels and do it myself. Or is it because... Wait a minute. Okay. Hello Santos say, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. These are my friends Kaji and Fanto. Damn, that is terrible. What the hell? What the hell have I done? I've messed up this perspective. When you do it right, then you do it wrong, then you do it right again. You know what? I'm going to move on and come back and fix that. I'll use a proper reference to get it done. I know how you feel. I just can't get it right at the moment. There is an angle, like I can make it work, right? And it will be correct and it looks correct, but there's an angle I'm looking for that I feel would be a lot better, and I'm just not getting the angle. And I don't want to settle for this other angle, you know. It's like you pick a particular angle that you're sure you've seen it everywhere, but as soon as you start looking for references, all of a sudden this angle doesn't exist anywhere. Yes, yes. But I'm very experienced in this stuff now. I know how to get it, like get the reference that I'm looking for very quickly. I have there's this 3D model. There's this 3D model for references that I use for references. To get poses, so I use that sometimes. This one, what's the name? Magic Poser. This is the app here. I use this one, so I could then place, for instance, now I could place this character now and use it to get the reference for the pose that I'm looking for. I could spread the legs the way I want. And then actually bend this. I wanted this ankle over here to twist a little bit like this. Exactly, that's what I was looking for. That's the angle I was looking for. Yep, I needed this angle. This was the angle I was looking for. Maybe spread the legs a bit more. Yeah, this was the angle for the leg that I was looking for. I'll still come back to it later on. Okay, that's supposed to be the characters. Yo, making comics is not easy, man, but it's actually a lot of fun. actually a lot of fun, but it's not easy. Wow. You just understand why guys like mangakas have assistants. You understand why comic book artists, they just focus on penciling, or God, the work
When you
can be
watch the
draining, man.
documentary with Guardiola, he talks an awful lot about
Can't
players
lie.
wanting it and desire, and that ultimately is still the thing that makes you succeed. You have all the talent in the world, but you don't give a shit, you're not locked in, you ain't going to win, because there's always going to be someone hungrier than you. And hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. As the saying goes, it's on the walls of the CFA for a reason. And when you look at someone like Savino, currently, in terms of talent, he's an 8 out of 10. But he works as hard as a 2-3 out of 10. So what you get from him is a 5 out of 10 most weeks. But he's not locked in, he's not focused. Alan Elliott right now clearly strikes me as a 7 out of 10 player, something like that. But what you tend to find with certain players is they go up when other players around them show their ability, and if they are smart footballers. I've watched the Tim Vickery video over on the City Ramble. I've read the quotes from his manager. I've looked at his game a little bit and to see what I can take from it. I've tried my best to break down, this player and work out what's going on. And what I can see, I really like this quote as well from the Palmeiras manager. This was earlier on the day. He said the teams want to play like Alan because 90% of wingers don't do what he does, attack and defend. When one comes along, so top teams don't buy half a player, they buy players who attack and defend. When one comes along who can track back, play right back, slot into back three out wide, and drift inside for rotations, everyone wants that kind of player. Exactly. So the point they're making here, and the point that Tim Vickery said as well on the City Ramble when he did a podcast with Ramos, was that Alan's a serious footballer. He's not your typical flashy Brazilian winger. These flashy Brazilian wingers usually can play one role. They're lightning quick, they're exciting, they win you games with their individual talent. But sometimes you need a player who is smart. If I was to describe Alan in, a sentence, I'd probably say the kind of player Bournemouth signed. He reminds me an awful lot of that sort of hungry young player that the likes of Bournemouth signed, where they get him in for 20, 30 million, and you go, where have they got him from? Incredibly smart, hard-working, versatile, can play anywhere, aggressively good in defensive contributions, very effective one-on-one as a dribbler, a smart passer, great for the team, can start and cover his teammates, just a really good player, and importantly, they're hungry. They seem to get better the more you push them. And I think that's what Manchester City are hoping here. This guy clearly isn't a superstar, but there's something to be said for that. There's something to be said for a player who has to earn their crust, who hasn't been given the world at 17 years old, who has to fight for their chance, who has to make it and get their big move and wants it. There is no point having a guy as talented.
Hello, JG. How you doing? JG Girls, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I am working on my comic book. It's a comic called I Am Terror, and this is like close to or around the conclusion of a fight scene between two characters. One is a monster character, and the other is just a normal human being with really good combat ability. Is that right? So, and this is page 46 of the comic book. I worked on page 45 yesterday, page 44 2 days ago. Oh God. And I'm trying to make daily progress generally. So That's the gist. That is what is going on. Are you using Krita? No, I am using Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint. I used Procreate to do the thumbnails, and I'm using Clip Studio Paint to apply the details and do the rest of the work. Are you an illustrator or like a comic artist, or what sort of art do you do? Is that the right angle? I think it is. I'm almost reaching the point where I just want to get the job done, but I'm not yet there. I'm being quite a bit rough with it because I am going to come back, so I'm just applying base inks essentially. So I'm still going to come back to apply like the toning for the work, right? I might apply some screen tones here and there. I might do, what else might I do? I might take time to actually hatch it like properly and just make it pop. Slow and steady. I have to damn, look at the size of that mosquito. Oh, thank you so much, JG. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let me show you, since you're here, before you go, let me show you the previous pages that I've worked on. I've showed it to others, but since you just came, let me show it to you. Give me a minute. Let me just save this. First of all, let me show you the panel, the rough sketch rather for this page that I'm working on. The goal is to finish it today, but I'm not sure I'm going to finish it today. But we'll see. Let's see how it goes. This is the previous page, the page before this one. This is page 45. Still don't know how I feel about the first panel though. There's going to be text around this area. Yeah, so essentially what she's doing is she's like trying to pull the head and rip the head of the monster, basically. But this is sort of like the fight sequence. I really like this panel, even though it's not like the most perfect panel ever, but I like it because of the way I did the motion of the character, right? So we have this lady over here, she's running, right? She's in a library, and this monster is sort of like flying over her, hovering over her, and the monster swoops in. You can see over here, the monster swoops in like this all the way for the final kill, right? But then she slides beneath a table, and then the monster smashes that table, but she already escaped, right? And then she finally got her footing, and then she then attacks the monster. So, by the way, she's not the only one fighting a monster. There is another character in the scene that is also fighting another monster. It's also a monster, but it's like a different type of monster generally. And his battle is already done, basically. So I'm already done, like drawing his battle. He's looking very weary. Then, yeah. So basically, the entire chapter is basically, I think, from the fight scene actually started from over here. So there was a bit of a flashback. So this is what it looks like when it's stoned. You can see that there is a bit more detail to the outfits. Like there's the lady's outfit, there's the guy's outfit. He's wearing a suit, and once I finally come back for the second pass, I'm going to apply more detail. But at the moment, I just want to progress the drawing as much as possible. And I have, I've not added the lettering as well. So that is essentially what's going on over here. So yeah, these are some of the pages. These are some of the pages, and I just want to get it done as soon as possible. It's so much work, I can't lie. It's a lot of work. But it's a lot of fun at the same time, Anyways, thanks for thanks for watching. Okay.
And he is talented. If he's not smart enough, not locked in enough to go and make the most of that talent, absolutely not. Whereas you have someone like Alan, really smart young player, hard-working, wants to be here, can contribute as a wing back, multiple positions, can help the team in midfield, as the manager said, can slot into back three out wide, drift inside for rotations. A smart footballer, the kind of manager that the manager really, really, really likes, because they work hard, they're diligent, they contribute well to the team, they've got happy faces, they're eager to impress, they make the most of their talents, and they're a type of player. There's a type of player that comes in and gets better with those around them if they offer elite circumstances. Some players, like Nathan Ake, some players, like Antoine Semenyo, some players look at their game and they start, look at the journey that Antoine Semenyo's been. I'd like to remind people where Semenyo was. He's 26 years old. So 4 years ago, Semenyo was at Bristol City at the same age. So Semenyo's career, and remind you for a reason, because I'm making a point here, Semenyo was at Bristol, but he started 2017, he was in National League South.
I was going to put that down.
Then he went to Newport County in League 2. Then he went to Sunderland League 1. Then back to the Championship, and eventually with the Premier League before, of course, getting better and better every season and joining Manchester City. Last season he scored 21 goals. He had 76 total in his career. He got better and better. The most goals he ever scored in one season was in the Premier League. That is really impressive. And the point and the reason why Semenyo has got that far in his career is because he's locked in.
Hello, Dread Jesus, man. I'm just going to call you Bara. Hello, Bara. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. I am working on my comic book. I'm in the inking phase. Basically, this is the page. It's a double page spread. Hopefully you can see that. It's a double page spread, and I'm going to be, inking it. I won't finish it all in this stream. I'm just going to see how far I can go, and then, you know, finish the rest offline. I have done 45 pages so far. This is the 46th page, so just chilling. Hopefully you're having a great day wherever you are. That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay, how to improvise with that a bit.
He's aware of his mistakes. He works hard. He's humble. He's an intelligent footballer who understands his job, and he has a good attitude and he contributes. Some players are like that. Alan might come in not as a superstar, but you might look at him play every week and go, that kid, like, he beat his man, played some really nice passes, worked really hard. He was a really good backup to Semenyo there, really reliable. Came on, beat his man, set up Haaland for the third goal. Yeah, I like him. I like him. There could be that kind of guy, and we might say in a year from now, oh, he's now starting. He's an 8 out of 10 now. He's starting. He's contributing. He scored. We might be saying a year from now he's starting because he scored 12 goals, in one season. Like, how is he doing that? And he's got a bunch of assists. And this is how these things develop. And I'm going to guess the logic behind this is that Manchester City are signing this guy because they understand his potential. They're signing him because they want to see how he develops. They want to see where he can go, because he's hardworking. And I guess when you look at the money being thrown around right now, 100 million, 100 million, 100 million, 80 million, 70 million, 100 million, it's not sustainable. It absolutely isn't, even for a club with the money in Manchester City. So bearing in mind that they've got so many Ndoku, they've obviously tried to do the Shirky thing, the cheap signing, or the Kusanov thing, or Vitor Reis, who hopefully will go on to become a great player. They're trying to do that again. And I would guess that was intentional. I would guess they brought in Hugo Viana for that reason, because this is the kind of signing that he built his career on over in Portugal as a director of football. Now, of course, there's going to be the odd miss every now and then, but it's a damn sight better than a miss at £80 million or £60 million. So I understand the logic behind this. I am not telling you for a fact that this is going to work. This could easily fail. But I understand that sometimes you have to do something that seems a little bit out there. I understand the logic by that. So, I get it. I absolutely get it. I understand it. Do I think it's nailed on to work? Do I think it's a bit risky? Absolutely. All those things. It is risky, and I don't think it's nailed on to work at all. But we get a guy who's a good dribbler in. He's a good dribbler. He's hard-working. He's versatile, and he wants it. That is important. So we'll see. We'll see. City aren't supporting, no. But sometimes you want the 20 million players before they're a 100 million player. Sometimes you do. And that's what we did with Kusanov, you know? And that's what we did with Alvarez. That's what we did with Gabriel Jesus. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if he's going to be good, but I'm trying to understand the logic behind it. So we'll see. We will see. Do not underestimate the kind of player that gets better in the better environment. Like, none of us would have demanded Manchester City signed Cooper Jr. before Bournemouth got him. They signed him from Lorient, you know? No one would have demanded that we signed Ryan before Bournemouth got him. He came from Vasco da Gama. He'd scored how many goals? 25 goals in 99 games. You know, he was a talent, but Bournemouth signed him for, how much did they sign him for in the end? 24 million quid. And I think about Ryan, what he's good at: big, strong fella, hard-working, good at pretty much everything, really, really effective. So that's the point. That's what City are trying to do here. And I'm sort of behind it now. I went from scepticism to confusion to now mildly curious, you know, and I'm now reasonably excited because I actually sometimes like it when you sign a player.
That took a minute.
And they take a little bit of time, but they surprise you, you know. Someone just said in the chat, weak point is that his signings for Viana always take a season to hit the ground. Is that really true, mate? You know, I didn't think Shirky took a season to hit the ground personally. Reinders didn't work, admittedly. Marmoush, when he came, was he even in? Kusanov didn't take a season to hit the ground. I think he did pretty good straight away, really, Kusanov. Yeah. We will see. We will see. I don't think Gay or Semenyo needed a year to hit the ground. They were great the next game, you know. So Elliot Anderson didn't need a year to hit the ground. I thought he was good in his first game. Don't know about Rudy yet, I couldn't tell you that. Yeah, that's where we're at. We have signed a good player, man. I think we signed a good player. Is he a superstar? I don't think he is. But is he a good player? Is the logic behind it? Could he get better? I think he probably could do. And I think we're going to have to be patient with this because obviously there's a plan here. The plan may feel a little bit, you know, we'll see. Maybe confusing, but we've signed a player that we have to be patient with because ultimately you can't sign every player as a superstar. I mean, you could go out and aim for admittedly someone like Minty at Brighton. That could have been a good player. We'll see if we try something else. So we'll see. Guys, thanks for watching. Give the video a like. Let me know how you're feeling about Alan. There's a billion other videos to talk about if you want to watch them. I'm sure there'll be more news tonight. It's going to be a wild week. So honestly, if you're a fan of this content, subscribe, look into the channel, and I'll see you soon for another video. It's going to be very, very interesting. Bye, guys.
City have sold one Brazilian winger this summer, but they are bringing in another. Alan is going to be a Manchester City player. But what?
Yeah. Just one normal day at Manchester City Football Club. That's what I asked for. Is it okay? Are we allowed to ask for a calm, normal day at Manchester City Football Club? Apparently not. Mr. Hugo Viana, Mr. Soriano, Mr. Maresca. Like, just play with Stephen's head. Are you trying to send me insane here, Manchester City? Are you trying to push me to the brink? Just give me 10 minutes about some news. It's like, it's all I asked for. It's not too much, surely. It isn't too much. Look at us. Ooh, we lose everything last minute, but we'll probably get away with it as well. Just because so the latest bit of crazy news, according to reports, is that Manchester City, so it came out by Di Marzio earlier today. I'll go over to the news. Man City apparently interested in Liverpool's Cody Gakpo. So here we go. A bit of breaking news as well, actually. Apparently, we're about to pick up a bit for Chelsea's Enzo Fernandez. There we go. Breaking news everywhere as we're live. So there's a bit of breaking news there from Gaston. Not the guy from Beauty and the Beast. Could be him. It could be him. Maybe Gaston is a big reporter. I don't think it is. But he said that apparently we're about to take him a bid for Enzo Fernandez. But yeah, we're not here to talk about that because it's crazy. We're here to talk about this. City are interested in Liverpool's Cody Gakpo, according to Di Marzio. Di Marzio in 2026, interesting. This fella, Runier Buellen, is he a Dutch journalist? Yeah, he is. So I like it. Well, I don't like it. I trust the reports more when they come from a journalist where the player's from. So, Gakpo, I mean, there's the obvious national link there. Now, Fabrizio Romano has confirmed the link as well. It says Liverpool only sell Cody Gakpo if they can get 2 wingers in the next 8 days. Priority remains Bradley Barcola. Tottenham verbally agreed.
Mazio was the top source back in 2026. Oh, really? So he's been around, like he's been in the game for a long time. That's interesting. I don't know any journalist apart from the ones that are like, except for like my club's journalists, like the journalists that are associated or that correspond with my club, and the like popular ones like the Ornstein and Fabrizio. Oh, are you serious? Fabrizio's mentor. Wow. So he's like OG. Wow, that's crazy. Didn't know that. That's nice to know. That's nice to know. My question now is, do I like this hand? Do I like this hand? Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at my hand for reference. 600, 600, 600. I was holding transfers before Fabrizio was big. Really? I didn't know that, man. I didn't even enter Twitter until like 2 years ago. Like, I was just not interested. The social media platforms were just too much. Couldn't keep up. Six weeks under the ground and and everyone knows. Wow, I can't believe that hand took that long. Wow. Okay. Everyone know. Okay. This right hand. No. I don't think I like that. That is not correct. Okay. Is that fair? I think that's correct. Let's increase the size of the head just a little bit. And everyone knows. I think that'll make it look balanced. Yep, I think that looks good.
Being talks with Gap, in terms of Gap versus July, Man City now also active in talks with his agents. So City are in now for Gakpo too. So there we go, Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo. I mean, my honest opinion on Gakpo, I know the internet's sort of mixed. He's like a good, reliable top-level player. I understand Liverpool fans want something more dynamic, but when you talk about the positives of Gakpo, good finishing, clearly. He scores goals. He scores goals because his movement is good as well. He's got a good physicality. He's strong, technically pretty good on the ball. Very versatile. He could be the guy who plays multiple roles, play a false nine for you, and he's a hard-working player. Yeah, good cutting in for the left and shooting his right. He'd be definitely a Doku sort of backup occasionally. I mean, largely, I think it's fair to say he's not incredibly special at anything, but pretty good at most things. He's not a world-class player. I don't think he ever will be, but he's definitely a good player. He's a very good player. He's very good in the sense that if you play for a Liverpool side in the league, you're a very good player. Good is like mid-table, but he'd probably be the star player for a mid-table side, but he's a good player. I think I prefer him to Neto. I think I do. I think mainly because he has output. He's sort of like, he is somewhere between Marmoush and... He's sort of very Marmoush ways, this like left winger stroke striker. I think he's better at the rotation stuff than Marmoush. I think he is maybe a little bit more consistent that way. I think it's because he's technically better. I understand his output dipped last season, but Liverpool were shit as well. But I understand at the same time Liverpool fans want something a bit more explosive. Rio Nguma has emerged, of course, really a talented, exciting player. They want him. But when I look online, what it feels to be is that people who don't like him feel he's a bit average. He's not very good. He's not great at beating people. He's not dynamic and explosive. And he's a good player, but mainly he's one that you can upgrade on. So I feel like as a starting winger for Liverpool, I understand why people be down with him. But as a backup player, yeah, he's actually, I think he's a better backup player than Neto would be. I think I prefer his versatility. I think he'd be sort of, you could argue, he might end up being a bit of an upgrade of Marmoush in terms of being more useful off the bench. Marmoush wasn't actually that good off the bench, I would argue. He was better when he was playing regularly. The fans who sort of rate Gakpo and people rate him will say he's a good footballer. He's intelligent. The guy scores goals. He's reliable, versatile, works hard, gives you a lot of flexibility. And people will say, but he's also not that great, not that, he's not explosive. He's not your superstar you can hang your hat on. But if you've got Doku Semenyo as your starting wingers, and then you have Alan and Gakpo and Haaland and Makeda, then you can see a way that can be built together. My head isn't instinctively against this in the way that it was for Neto for some reason. I don't know why I feel about that, but it isn't instinctively against it. Around 60, 70 million quid, if that's what the rumours were, I don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, I think I just trust Gakpo to lock in, I think I do. I think I trust him to lock in a little bit. Let's go to Gakpo's stats and just sort of remind ourselves what he's done over the past few years at Liverpool. And the guy does sort of deliver goals. I will give him that, I will give him that. So, at Liverpool, he scored 51 goals in 181 games. That's a goal just under every 3 games, 23 assists. So, that is 74 goals and assists in 181 games. That is just under a goal every other game, goal or assist every other game. So, the guy is sort of reliable in terms of contributing. And I see his season breakdown. Let's have a look. So last season wasn't that good from what I can recall for Gakpo. But he scored 9 goals and got 6 assists last season. Liverpool were pretty poor. They were diabolical actually, they were really poor. Played 52 games for them. The season before when Liverpool went on to win the league, he scored 18 goals and got 7 assists. So that's 25 goal contributions, 10 goals in the Premier League. 1900 minutes. He's not actually that many starts. That's that's a relative rotation play, I would say. How many minutes is that? Someone do the quick maths. 1900 divided by 90. 21 full games. So that's actually a pretty good. So that's 1900 divided by 15. That's a goal or assist every 126 minutes. That's a really good record, actually, in the season when they were good. That's genuinely good. It's actually really good. 25 goal contributions there across the season. The season before that, 23-24. Liverpool, 23 contributions across the season. He scores goals, this fella, 16 there. 22-23, was he at Liverpool then? He was at Liverpool then. He joined halfway through the season, I think. But he scored 20 goals and 20 assists that season. Of course, a lot of them came over the Eredivisie too. But he's big. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. So, look. Honestly, I don't know why I don't dislike this as much as Neto. I think it's because I think he's a bit more serious than Neto. I think the guy actually is. I think it's because I've seen him succeed before, whereas I'm not sure I've ever seen Neto succeed. Like Gakpo, who plays for the Netherlands, is a really good footballer. Like you look at his overall career, the guy scores goals. He's 27 years old, just turned 27. He's a regular goal scorer. He's a versatile player. He can play as a winger. He can play as a backup. I don't expect to sign a winger to improve us, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't expect us to upgrade on Semenyo. I think he is actually an upgrade, maybe as a Premier League footballer and as a rotation player. I think he actually might be a better backup than Marmoush is. Marmoush is a player that strikes me of needing rhythm. By the way, I think I would actually prefer Iliman Ndiaye than me. Chaotic saying in the background he's an upgrade on Ndiaye. I think I would actually prefer Ndiaye there, to be honest. But yeah, I don't mind him. I think I trust him. I think I trust Gakpo. I think he's a good player. He's a bit of a winner.
I don't like the way that City is drawn. I don't think it's right.
22. He has
If
something
you're going
about
to
him
let
that I
things
just trust
go,
him to have
John,
impact.
just
I think
allow
Gakpo
it.
scores goals. I think Gakpo
It
is
doesn't have to be perfect.
a serious footballer.
Come on.
85 goals in, sorry,
It's better, I know,
122
but
goals is
sometimes
career
just allow
starts
it.
in 365 games. He's good for goals always. He's always good. And I don't know how many assists in that, but I can imagine he's pushing 80. So you're probably pushing 200. Might not be 80. I don't know. I'm just sort of guessing there. But I can imagine it's a fair few. Yeah, I don't mind it. I wasn't expecting a superstar. I definitely would prefer someone a little bit younger, but then you could argue. So let's have a look at the lineup build if we go for this. Like, this is such a weird window. Let's do some lineup building, guys. Let's do some lineup building. Let's visualize. Should we visualize together? Let's have a good time here. Let's try and have a good time. Let's just get together, hold hands, and be best friends. So let's have a look. You got Big Don. You got Rooley. Yeah, I can't be asked for that better than left back you've got Nico. I'm just gonna put Ryan Nori there as well. You'd have Josko, Gay, who should be the number 6 role. You'd have Diaz, Kusa, currently Nunez, Rico. Here you would have Buadi, Stroke, Cover, Anderson, plus Enzo maybe, currently as it looks. Then out wide, as the name would be Shirky and Foden. And out wide this side, I would say for now, let's put it this way, you could list Doku and Gakpo. Then the striker, Haaland, whoever's back there, whatever. Do you know what? How do I want to frame this? No, I'll put Haaland up there, then this side you'd have. I'm just going to put, just to make it easier, I know he wouldn't play on the left, but I'm just going to put Alan over there as well. If it's just to make it a little bit easier, to visualise. And then I'm going to put Haaland, Gakpo, then Semenyo, and Mikadu.
Hmm.
I mean, it isn't world class. We definitely didn't play there, by the way, in midfield. Absolutely. If I missed anyone. Jack, potentially, actually, you know what? I'll put Jack in, that's a good point. Doku, Greedis, I think he's hanging around at this point. Haaland, Semenyo, Allen, Mikadu. So you can see how it starts to look. I put Greenish in there. How dare I? Liverpool fan in the chat said, we don't hate him, he's just predictable. You know for a fact he's going to cut in and cross or cut in and shoot. Annoying, but it'll lead to 15 plus goals. Annoying, but it'll lead to a lot of goals. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it for some reason. I don't dislike it. I'm not against it. I think Gakpo, there's something in that. I would consider a locked-in Allen potentially better than Savino. I genuinely would. I've not come around to the idea of that. I think Gakpo is much better alternating than Marmoush would be. Not that I think Marmoush is any less talented than Gakpo, but I think Marmoush is good at playing as a rotation player. I just don't think he is. I just don't think he's good at it. I think he's game is big time. He's a rip guy. I don't mind this. I think we need another midfielder there. I think you need another midfielder. This Kovacic will get injured. Echeverry as well there, to be fair. Yeah, Echeverry, if he stays around, apparently. Then you add in the kids as well on top of that. Where are the kids? Who else have we got there? There's I've got a big text on the screen as well, haven't I? This was the other day. So who else you'd have? You'd have Echeverry. You'd have Samba as well. Apparently he's staying. Who else? Who's the other one? Braithwaite, wasn't it? Ken Braithwaite. Who else have I missed out? I've definitely missed someone out, haven't I? O'Reilly's down there. It'd be that sort of thing, wouldn't it? How many players is that? Bettinelli as well. Probably should have Bettinelli onto that, shouldn't I? Missing Wharton. Do you know what? I'm going to add Wharton just to make myself feel happy. Add Wharton, you know what I mean? Oh, it was Wharton. I'd be so buzzing for that. Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Oh, Vitor Hayes as well. Sorry, I forgot about Vitor Hayes. I feel like I should have added one to Vitor Hayes as well. Absolutely. Sorry, my man, Vitor. I failed you. I have failed you. Well, that's a lot of players, by the way, guys. That's a lot of footballers. So how many players is that? They've got 2 per position now, haven't they? So that is only there's 3 there. So there's 22, 23. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 players there. Yeah. So I mean, a few of them will be kids, absolutely. So I can see there is how many senior players there. I mean, that's a full squad, and I think that's what he wants. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Yeah, I'm generally not against it, Gakpo. I think it makes more sense than Neto. I think I trust him more than Neto. I think he's a good player, predictable, but I understand. I think he's probably slightly better than the criticism suggests. For Liverpool, it's easy to upgrade, but for us, he would be a smart signing that would contribute to many positions. I think he's better than Neto. I think he's serious in the fact that he does contribute. He does score goals, he does get assists, he is versatile, he takes the responsibility for Netherlands and scores goals, so he's therefore a serious footballer. He plays for his national side really well. He's already settled in the Northwest, which sort of plays into it a little bit. We know he likes it up here. Yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's a bit uninspiring, but it's less uninspiring to me than Neto would be. Yeah, I can get behind it, I reckon. I can get behind it. We will see. We will see. Guys, I'm going to leave it there because the kids are literally due to go to bed. I didn't want to do another video, but I'm doing another video, so it is what it is. I should see you again later, almost certainly. For now, though, I want to do 5 things later. I'll do when the kids have gone to bed. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Control. can't lie, man. I like it. Not the most perfect thing ever. I genuinely like it though. Ah, yes. It's supposed to be something like blood that's coming out of this part of the nose. Okay.
Yeah. Just one.
Popping off, isn't it? It's popping off. Ho, 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 Manchester City. Getting busy. Getting busy. All of a sudden, players have left. Plenty of that was happening last week. Now the rumours, the rumour mill, it's churning away. It's turning away. We're getting busy. Are we going to sign Cody Gakpo? Because Manchester City are reportedly interested in him. That's wild. That is wild. He scored for Liverpool yesterday. He scored for Liverpool yesterday. I'm excited, a little bit confused, intrigued. I think it's a big, big signing if Manchester City was to get this over the line. Let's have a look at the news that was broken, or at least confirmed recently from
Hello,
Fabrizio
Owen. How you
Romano.
doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. I am working on my comic book. This is page 46 of the comic. I'm currently working on panel 1, 2, 3. This panel 3 of the comic book. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Oh, that's what I am doing. Hope your day is going all right. Secretly out of control, nobody knows. Okay, no response.
Vernon Munir Boulain. Manchester City made contact with Cody Gakpo's camp today, as reported by Munir. Talks have started while Tottenham remain in active discussions for Cody and with personal terms in place. Race on. That's interesting. That's interesting to me. I like the player. I think he's very versatile. I think he's declined in recent times, but I think that goes in parallel and runs alongside the form of Liverpool. I think Cody Gakpo's performances recently have been in sync with Liverpool in general, in all honesty. And I do think his performances in their title-winning season, stood out. He's an excellent goal getter. He's a serious goal getter. Seems very reliable. The goal he scored yesterday, drills it bottom corner. We need goal threat. We don't have enough of it. We've got Haaland and Semenyo, and the rest are it's a little bit sparse in terms of goals. If you actually look at the numbers from last season in particular, first of all, let's start with last season, looking at transfer marks. You can see that he's got 9 goals and 6 assists. That's a lot more than Savinho, a lot more than most of our wingers. Those are Jeremy Doku numbers, really. I mean, probably a little bit worse than Jeremy Doku last season. But you add this to our team, and it just gives us a real purpose in the front attacking potency that I think Manchester City, even though it's still good, with the loss of Savinho, bringing in Allen as a replacement for Savinho isn't necessarily a sideways step. It's arguably a downgrade, but potentially one step back to take 2 steps forward with Allen. But you're guessing with Allen. You're not guessing with Cody Gakpo because he's got Premier League experience. The fact that Spurs have got personal terms already in place, you wonder what this is going to do. Manchester City entering the race at such a late stage, you're wondering what that's going to do. How are we going to agree a fee with Liverpool? Because surely they're going to want to replace him. Surely the fact that they started him yesterday, there is something off about this deal for me. There is something not, that as with all the deals, this summer's been weird, man. It's been a really weird summer for everybody, not just Manchester City fans. I think for everybody, it just feels like the puzzle is not. There's so many missing pieces.
Hello, Vantrix. How you doing? Appreciate the compliments. Thank you. I am drawing a fight scene between a monster and a lady. So that's what's going on here. And it's looking a bit rough. It's mostly because we are at the stage where there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of blood everywhere. So that's why it's looking... The monster's face is actually going to get really messed up. So that's what we're doing. Hello, Fares. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you're having a nice night or afternoon. Fares Draws. Are you an artist as well? Sounds like an artist name. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you're a beginner. It's all good. It's all good. Nice to meet another artist. Is this supposed to be correct? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like this. Strictly out of control. And everyone knows. Okay, so there is supposed to be 3 tweets. Let me look at my reference. Character sheets. Okay, so we have a teeth over here. We have a teeth over here. We have one around here. And then we have one at this edge over here like that. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Secretly out of control, and everyone knows. Okay. I might change this one. I think I'll change this one. I'll change this one a little bit. I'll change the angle. I'll change the angle to look like this. I think that's a lot better. That makes more sense. Do you post the comics you draw? Yes, I do. There are links on, like if you go to the description, I think you go to the description of the video, you are going to see, you're going to see the links over here. And you can also see the links in the, how the hell do I call it now? Like in this video, in this video's description, you're going to see the links there as well. Although this one is it's a work in progress, not finished yet. Lots of pages. It's how many pages? 53 pages. Yeah, there are 53 pages. This is currently page 46, so we have a few more pages to go. I think you do this. Whew. Okay, let me check it out. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hello Amy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? I am working on my comic book. This is page 46. It's a 50-page comic, and this is actually the 7th issue of the comic book. So yeah, I'm just chilling. Hopefully this doesn't confuse me. No, it can't confuse me. Impossible. Is that it? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I get it. I understand the angle. I understand the angle. Ooh. Oh, goodness. I might bring it down like this. I think that's better. Okay, what else? I think we're doing alright then. Let me hurry up. I want to be done with this upper side. I know that I'm done with it. And then I'll end the stream. I think once I'm done with this panel, then I think that's enough progress. More than enough progress, actually.
From the puzzle of the transfer window, you tend to see one transfer happen and the dominoes tumble. This has to be another one setting a row of dominoes in motion. Surely this has to be the case, because surely Liverpool want to replace him. If you look at his numbers from the season before that, you start to get a little bit excited, don't you? You really do. When you look at those numbers, 49 appearances, 18 goals and 7 assists, 25 goal involvements in a season. from a player that's not playing centre forward for you. He's predominantly playing left wing for Liverpool, but with a versatile option to go through the middle. The fact that he is so predominantly played on the left is why I'm intrigued even more so, and even more confused, in all honesty, by this signing, because you're looking at Doku and Semenyo, who played there last night, or yesterday afternoon, for Manchester City. Played left wing. We've got Doku playing left wing. Okay, if we're playing Cody Gakpo on the right, or he's being brought in as the Marmoush replacement, is that what we're looking at here? I think that starts to make a little bit more sense. But then you ask Cody Gakpo, how many minutes are you going to get? More than Alvarez and more than Marmoush. I submit that to you, Manchester City fans, because he's got more versatility than them. I think we now have 3 potential number 9s if we were to sign Cody Gakpo, and it still seems like a big if at this stage in the transfer window, especially considering he started and played and scored for Liverpool yesterday. Do you know what I mean? So you sign Gakpo, you've already got Semenyo, and of course Erling Haaland. All 3 of those can play number 9. All 3 of them, and all 3 of them can do a reasonably similar physical
Liverpool
job
washed,
of
by
that
the way.
number 9 role. Not really in the false 9, like Marmoush and Alvarez. They've not got that versatility to drop. But Semenyo
I
and
love
Gakpo have got
Liverpool.
versatility to go out wide.
Are you a Liverpool fan, Sultan? Are you a Liverpool fan? Oh yes, really? That's cool. One of the biggest clubs in Europe. Very prestigious club. How are you enjoying the current situation in the club? Or how are you managing it, rather? I think enjoy is a bit of a stretch. We need a DM, a right back, and a right wing. DM, right back, right wing. Okay, so Frimpong is not performing, and right wing. Mo Salah is no longer there. Who played for you guys in right wing yesterday? Who played for you guys in right wing yesterday? Is it Rio Ngamua? Hello Res, how you doing? Flak Res. Said, did you see Kekes yesterday? No, I didn't. I didn't watch the Liverpool game. I was too excited about the win that my club did. I couldn't watch any other thing. I had to do a Twitter scroll sesh. Kekes. He plays left wing, right? Left wing back, or left back. He didn't have a good game, did he? Seems like you enjoyed Kakes' downfall, or you're enjoying it at least. He was outrun by. Oh my god! I watched. I think I watched the highlights. That Alanga guy is really quick. Yo, that guy has blistering pace. Oh my god, that guy is quick. Elanga, look at the pace. It's probably like the fastest player in the Premier League. Is he faster than Huzanov? I guess we'll test that out when we play against them. Even though he had like 10-yard head start. It was all over Twitter. Yeah, I watched I think I watched just the highlights. That Elanga guy is really quick. And Wisa too. Wisa did really well. He had one really nice dribbling that he did. I think he passed it to, is it Willock? Joe Willock? I think is his name. Someone though. Someone. Okay. I think that's it for this panel. Guys, I think that's it for this panel. I think I'll have to complete the rest later. God. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels left. Oh my goodness, man. 5 panels left. That's a lot of work. I'll try and finish it this evening. Anyways, that's it for today. Let me put some speed lines here. Random question: are you Nigerian? Yes, I am Nigerian. 100%. Ninja boy. Through and through. What gave it away? Was it the accent? I knew it. You were just sitting there with your Sherlock Holmes stethoscope. Is it stethoscope? Or what the hell do they call that stuff? You sound Nigerian, okay. Monocule. I think that's the word. Monocule. Sherlock Holmes monocule. Yeah, that stuff where you see like a character has a head, and then there's that one circle there. Then you see their eyes there like this, and you see their eyes like this. See? And then the stuff then goes like this. And they usually have beards like this that look like this. And usually sometimes they will have a hat. How the Sherlock? And then they'll have like a bald head. They'll be hiding the bald head. Maybe they'll just have little hair here like this. Then they'll not have ears like this. And then the stuff will then go around their ears. Yeah, monocule. British caricature. Yeah, exactly. Just adding some speed lines. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'll continue. Hopefully, if I'm diligent enough, work on page 47 tomorrow. Gonna get bladder in here. Okay. Whew. It's a lot of work, man. Glad to do it. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. You are really grinding, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, I guess we did accomplish something. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I respect it so much. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, we'll talk tomorrow. Thanks for joining, man. Thanks, Faris Draws. Thanks for joining as well. I appreciate it. Flores, I think. Flores, thanks for joining. And Sultan, thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of the day.